Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled Current Event. Lord will you are edified. Source, Natural News. This article is entitled The U.S. Faces Engineered Famine as Lockdowns and Mandates Could Lead to Widespread Hunger Unrest This Winter. This article was published November the 1st, 2021. As the nation's supply chain crisis worsens, three things are becoming apparent. One, there doesn't seem to be a solution around the corner. Two, the nation's food supply is now being affected. And three, the crisis appears to have been manufactured by the current regime in order to squeeze working class Americans, the largest faction of those who voted overwhelmingly for Donald Trump in 2020. Parts of the U.S. are now battling food shortages as worried Americans have emptied supermarket shelves amid the supply chain crisis threatening the nation's economy and holiday shopping. The New York Post noted this week in an incredibly eye-opening report that it is as shocking as it is incredulous. As the supply crisis has deepened, Americans have begun to do what they did at fill in the blank. They are panic buying and hoarding goods and foods, making less available for the general market, meaning a lot of folks are going to go hungry very soon, which will make them extremely angry, frustrated, and volatile. The surge in demand comes as two of America's major container ports in California face a massive pandemic-related backlog. And backlog means what? Accumulation. The Post added. Anand Durrani, the CEO and founder of Saffron Road, a company that produces frozen and shelf-stable meals, told Bloomberg that not only are products disappearing, but prices are skyrocketing as well. People are hoarding, he told Bloomberg. What I think you'll see over the next 6 months, all prices will go higher. He went on to say that his company has begun stocking up more inventory than usual, stacking up about 4 months' worth of supply instead of the normal 1 or 2 months. Meanwhile, Natural News founder and editor Mike Adams, the Health Ranger, noted in Friday's Situation Update that the situation for many Americans is about to go so far south they are going to have to begin to prepare for collapse conditions now, as well as an entirely different lifestyle. Let's jump down. The food supply chain crisis are also beginning to negatively impact some public schools. We've been struggling with supply chain issues with different items since school started, said Teresa Hafner, the executive director of food services at Denver Public Schools. It just continues to pop up. It's like playing whack a mole. Americans are paying a heavy price for these failures, including skyrocketing inflation and the growing scarcity of goods on the shelves that will get worse with Christmas fast approaching, he added. And the he is referring to Representative Sam Graves. And also in Byram, Mississippi, there was a school as of last week that served the students hot dog tacos, meaning you had a shell with wieners in the inside. Okay, so let's get some precepts, but for this lesson, we're going to do it different. We're going to break the title down utilizing precepts through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. U.S. faces engineered famine. Engineered means what? To devise. So who has devised these so-called famines that are approaching fast? Let's get this is 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 4. In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. The God of this world is referring to the hierarchy of the Edomites, the international bankers. Lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. And how did the Edomites become kings of their so-called kingdom? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The Edomites are the wicked. And the earth was given to them from Yahweh through Yahushua unto them. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? The nobility of Edom is engineering these famines, and this power was given to them by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. One more point regarding that. Romans 13 and verse 1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. The higher powers at this time frame, the nobility of Edom. For there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. How is that? Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High rule in the kingdom of men and give it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basis of men. The nation of Edom is classified as the bases of men, which also proves the mighty power that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua possess. U.S. faces engineered famine. Matthew 24 and verse 7, and this is Yahushua speaking, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, meaning a lack of food, no food, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places, meaning what? Various places. Second Ezra 6 and verse 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Walmart, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Kroger, these farmers markets. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. U.S. faces engineered famine as blank lockdowns and blank mandates could lead to widespread hunger. And it's coming. Second Ezra 15 and verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Let's go back to this point. They are panic buying and hoarding goods and foods, making less available for the general market, meaning a lot of folks are going to go hungry very soon. And this drive from the lack of food will produce an animalistic mindset, which will make them extremely angry, frustrated, and volatile. Second Ezra 15 and 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Could lead to widespread hunger. Via prophecy, we understand that famines are prophesied, so it's coming. Unrest this winter. And what did Yahushua state about the winter? Matthew 24 and verse 20, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. When Yahushua was speaking, he was referring to how Jerusalem would get besieged 40 years later after he had prophesied this prophecy. However, these words or these prophecies are twofold. It was going into when Jerusalem got besieged, as well as the time frame we are fast approaching. Isaiah 55:11, so shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. These engineered famines are here in the United States, in certain states, and it's going to get worse, which will also promote hunger, which will lead to death and rising crime rates, promoting a cold, dark winter in that sense. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.